loves, so welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am doing a brow tutorial for you guys. I have changed products like since my last, I don't even know if I have a brow tutorial on my channel, but if I do, I've definitely changed products since then. So I just wanted to show you guys the products that I use. Before we get into this video, if you have not hit the subscribe button, then please do. And if you have already hit the subscribe button, then welcome back to my channel. You guys are much appreciated. Love you. So I just want to point out, so my brows are like really thin. So trying to fill them, or needing to fill them in, and like getting the fullness that, like, you know, most people desire, like I had to learn how to do my brows. And once I've learned, I just like brows all day. I love to do my brows. So anywho, so I want to show you guys how I do them, the products that I use. Have like thinner brows, at least for me. Pomades do not work. Brow pencils tend to work a little better. It just kind of gives you that nice, like, defined look, if that makes any sense. But I just want to show you the products that I use. So for my brows, I actually use Morphe's micro, I think it's the micro brow pencil. This is in a color Java. So I like to keep my brows like really, like, I like my brows to be you know, like a dark brown basically. But this is how the actual pencil looks. It's a you know, like a really thin pencil. I love this pencil, and this is only $6 at Ulta. Like every time I'm in the area, I'm anywhere by Ulta, I'm picking up at least 2 of them. So I use that. For concealer, I actually use, let me just grab it. For concealer, I actually use Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer in the color 50. This concealer you can get like almost anywhere. I get mine from Amazon. I noticed that it's the cheapest there. I think it's like $5 there. So I get mine on Amazon. And another thing I like to use in my brow tutorial is, my brows is this angled makeup brush. I like these. You can get these from Amazon. They sell them for like, you can get, I want to say you can get like 6 of them for like $10, a little bit around that. So yes, I like to use an angled brush. That's pretty much what I use to do my brows. And yeah, I don't want to keep going on and on because I feel like my intro is like long, but whatever. So let's just get straight into this video. As you can see, my brows are super thin. Yeah, that's why like filling them in is an absolute must, because how thin they are. I will say for people with like really thin eyebrows, or at least I noticed like with my brows, if I use like a pomade, it really does not do it. Like I have to have a brow pencil to get like the best looking brows. So I'm just gonna use my brow pencil and I'm going to create a line underneath. You do want to follow your shape, so that's what I'm doing here. And I go a little like past where I would like it to be, and you'll see why, because I typically like clean up the front of my brow. So then I'm going to create another line at the top to match the one on the bottom. And as you see, I'm just going right around my little bitty hairs that I have now. And then I just connect it. Bam. So that is my outline. That is my outline for my brows. Okay, so now that I have my outline, I just start to fill it in. And I kind of do this like in the middle first, I guess. And then I bring that all the way to my tail. of my brow. And then I start making my way up to the front. And I'm just doing like short strokes, but and as I get to the front of my brow, I'm going to do them much shorter. Like I said, I do go over, where I want my brows to stop for a reason. And I just fill in as I see need, the areas that need to be filled in, I just go and I fill them in. Brows are something you really have to be patient with. It just takes time, and you will go back and forth where, to get it perfect, basically. So now I did this brow, I'm going to do my other brow the same way. I'm actually going to speed up that process. So, since I wasn't like as blessed as some of you lovely ladies to have like these, you know, to have brows in a sense, for me, it's a lot of like back and forth. Like, I really have to work with my brows and be patient to get them to look similar, basically. So, now I'm gonna take my concealer and it's on an angled brush and I just basically create a line underneath my brows. You want to be patient with this because you can literally like erase your eyebrow. I've done it before. So then I just take the brush, like I turn it sideways and I start to brush the concealer down like so. And then I blend some more in the front and just blend it out at this point. So next I go at the top of my brow and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to create a line, and I didn't add enough concealer. Create a line right above it. See how it was kind of quick and I got a little bit off, but don't worry about it. When with brows, you're able to, if you make a mistake, it's easy to correct it. So do not worry about it. Just take your time. So now I'm turning my brush the opposite direction to blend my concealer out at the top. There we go. So I also take the concealer that's still on the brush and I add it to the middle because I can get like a unibrow really quick. So yeah, then I wipe off a little or whatever excess concealer I have left on the brush because you don't want too much concealer, but yeah, so I just wipe that off a little bit and then I take my brush and I just blend out the front like that. And then I also take my finger and just wipe away a little bit. That's basically what I do to my brows. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that to the other side and I'll be back. So yeah, so now that we get to this part, you want to use that same brush and you want to basically blend it out in the front so you kind of have that like ombre effect, right? You do not want it to look too harsh in the front. So there we go. I blend it out and then I use my handy dandy finger and just wipe away. So that is pretty much how I do my brows. Now, I will say that brows are really hard to get them to look like really identical. Of course, you want them to look close enough. Like, you want them to look like not like mad different, but you don't want to, you know, you have to accept that they're not going to be completely identical, right? However, if you want, here's a guide. I want to show you guys a guide to shaping your eyebrows correctly. So the rule is you take your makeup brush and you basically you place your brush kind of like this area of your nose, right? And this is where your brow should start, right? And then you turn it to like, I think it's like a 45-degree angle. And then that's where your arch should be. And then as you turn it completely out, that is where your brow should end. So, and I might have said that completely backwards, or like that guide, like, I might have said that wrong, but you kind of get the gist. If you see what I'm doing, you'll get it. Like, just do it like that. And that's how you can get the guide of how to properly like get the shape that your brow should be, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is how my brows look. I'm gonna try to get you guys a side by side so you can see the difference in my brows. So yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you loves in my next.